Exploring taboo areas of the human experience can be difficult, with unrealistic standards and what can feel like a bombardment of explicit imagery around every corner of modern society. It can be hard to navigate and truly connect with ourselves. That's where this video comes in, to recommend some of our favorite books on the subject. That will give you a few starting points to rediscover what sensual spirituality means for you and how to create better sexual experiences, either solo or with a partner. With that said, let's dive in. Heart of Tantric Sex by Diana Richardson. After many years of exploration, Diana Richardson found that the ancient practice of Tantra, with its unique, intelligent approach to sex, had the effect of enhancing intimacy and deepening love. Here, she has adapted Tantra for modern Western lovers in a practical, sympathetic way. Tantric sex can transform your experience into a more sensual, loving, and fulfilling one. One of the most revolutionary books on sexuality ever written. This book goes beyond sex and into every aspect of life, relaxing into life and allowing yourself to simply be. The author approaches sex with a different yet very open and vulnerable perspective, bringing a beautiful innocence and joy into this all too often taboo topic. The Alchemy of the Night by Judy. Erotic romance meets gothic fantasy as Philippa Grayson and her twin soul time-slip into ancient Egypt to master tantric sex, awakening in the throes of a fierce orgasm. Philippa finds herself possessed by the spirit of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh, into whose tomb she had ventured when escaping from a disastrous pre-honeymoon holiday with her now ex-fiancé, Tom. As Judy unravels the mystery of millennia-old lifetimes, curses, and magical workings, she presents information from noted occultists Pascal Beverly Randolph and Wallace Budge. She also combines her extensive knowledge of ancient Egypt, magic, gods and goddesses, shamanic journeying, and crystals to create a tantalizing tale full of twists and turns that can be read on many levels. The Alchemy of the Night is not only an engaging story of intrigue and romantic suspense, but it also provides a glimpse into the complex world of ancient Egyptian magic and the afterlife. Soulphoria by Alessandra Sagredo. Women everywhere are exploring their spirituality and having exciting, unfettered, euphoric experiences. Soulphoria is a mystical state of bliss that requires you to open the channels of your mind, body, and soul. Each forms a bridge for the energy of your spirit to fly forth like a phoenix and burn brightly in the present moment. It's a heat that sears through you, yet doesn't burn, and instead fuels your love of life. A practical guide to exploring and anchoring the eternal light of the soul. Soulphoria offers readers easy, useful exercises to explore the beauty, treasure, and power of divine wisdom through easily accessible means. The author's heart-centered poetry is an additional inspiring resource to this book of radiant self-love. Crucible of Love, New Edition by J. Ramsay. Crucible of Love is a roadmap for a new understanding of love, radically challenging our conventional ideas about relationships. Written from the heart with passion and clarity, it offers us a vision of what it means to live with love at the center of our lives, and where the wedding means all of us, in true freedom and openness. With keen vision and insight, J. Ramsay cuts through the fairy tale illusion of love to the real gem hidden within. A gem that is only accessible to those courageous individuals who can face the stark realization of the false self who can be present to the deeply transformational process of ego release, and who can endure the dark night of relationship. Crucible of Love provides the map and the light that guides couples to the promise of a new life and new hope. A deeply intimate relationship based on mutual love, support, and individual freedom. Cool Sex by Diana Richardson and Wendy Doeleman. Do you notice how sexually suggestive erotic images greet you at every corner? These steamy images give you a one-sided, unbalanced view of sex. The deeply satisfying sex. The real secret is to reduce the heat, cool down, be relaxed and mindful. Nature designed bodies for easygoing, loving sexual play that lasts for hours. Using the ancient Eastern understandings of Tantra and body magnetism, higher experiences and blissful states are available. Cool Sex by Wendy Doeleman and Diana Richardson provides explanations, practical tips, and easy to follow exercises. Discover the empowerment and fulfillment of sex with loving mindfulness. When discussing sex, conversations can be uncomfortable, awkward, and sometimes may lead to false beliefs and practices. For young adults, Cool Sex can be the perfect piece of literature to help with learning more about sex without having to have the talk. 10 chapters busting myths, sharing truths and tips about sex. Also focusing on ways to improve sex between partners of different sexual preferences, making things calmer to last longer in the bedroom. And that's our list. Thank you so much for watching. You can find links to all the books mentioned in the description below. Subscribe for all the latest from O Books Presents, and we'll see you next time.